All right, so welcome to cloud computing. So let's start off with what is cloud computing. So cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of compute power, database storage, applications, and other IT resources through a cloud services platform via the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. So AWS, or Amazon Web Services, started cloud computing in 2006, where they sold IT infrastructure services to businesses as web services. It provides a simple way to access servers, storage, databases, and a broad set of application services over the internet. A cloud services platform like AWS owns and maintains the network connected hardware required for these services while you provision and use what you need. It helps build and run applications, and it can also be used for the deployment and management of applications. It's available to hundreds of thousands of customers over 190 countries. It has powerful resources at low operational cost, and it follows the and its classically provisioning services is like a Goldilocks problem. With AWS, you can elastically scale up and scale down. All right, now for some cloud benefits. So, one benefit is the ability to deliver innovative new features to the market quicker. It can focus on adding differentiated value. It makes new ideas feasible that were once out of reach. Experimentation becomes fast and low risk. It can adjust to fit any workload. It helps businesses serve their customers globally without the need for expensive time consuming expansion. It can deploy web services using tools and languages such as Chef, Visual Studio, PHP, Java, Python, etc. And it connects to personal infrastructure by private dedicated connectivity. Its trade capital expense for variable expenses follows the ways of paying for only what you consume and only when you consume it. It has benefit from massive economies of scale. It has lower variable costs. It can achieve higher economies of scale and it leads to lower prices. You can stop guessing about capacity and access as much or little as needed and scale up or down when necessary with a few minutes' notice. You can increase speed and agility, reduce the time it takes to make resources available, and this causes a large increase in agility due to cost and time to experiment being extraordinarily lower. Stop spending money running and maintaining data centers, and you can focus on your own customers, and you can go global in minutes. So you can deploy your application in multiple regions around the world extremely quickly in just a few simple steps. And this ultimately means that you can provide lower latency and a better experience for your customers at a small cost. All right, so now we're going to be going over total cost of ownership. So the total cost of ownership, or TCO, reduces the need to invest in large capital decisions. It provides a pay-as-you-go model that allows you to invest in the capacity you need and use. TCO calculators allow you to estimate the cost and savings, and calculators also modify assumptions that best meet your business needs. They provide directional guidance on possible savings, and the tool is built on an underlying calculation model. It also generates a fair assessment of value that a customer may achieve. But it's important to note here that the TCO calculator should only be used as an approximation. All right, so I have a video over here. We're not going to go over it within the live stream, but you can find it in the description of this live stream after it's ended. All right, now we're going to be going over types of cloud computing. So there are several different models of cloud computing, and all of these allow different amount of control over web services. Three main types we have here are infrastructure as a service, also known as IaaS, platform as a service, also known as PaaS, and software as a service, also known as SaaS. So, infrastructure as a service contains the basic building blocks for cloud IT. It typically provides access to networking features, computers, and data storage space. It has the highest level of flexibility in management, and it's most similar to existing IT resources. It provides instant computing infrastructure. PaaS, or platform as a service, removes the need for organizations to manage the underlying infrastructure, which is usually hardware and operating systems. It allows focus on deployment and management of applications. It helps business owners be more efficient. It disregards human concern over resource procurement, capacity planning, software maintenance, patching, etc. And it's basically a combination of hardware and software components. Last one we have is SaaS, or software as a service, and this provides customers with a completed product that is run and managed by the service provider. It's usually referred to as end user applications. and no user concern about service maintenance or how infrastructure is managed is present here. You only need to know how you're going to use the software. And as an example, we have a web-based email to send and receive the email without having to manage feature additions. And again, I have another video over here. For all the videos that are going to be in the slideshow, we're just going to have them in the description of the live stream. All right. Now, how do you deploy cloud infrastructure easily? So there are four key areas or tips that we have over here to make deploying cloud infrastructure as easy as possible. So it's highly trusted global infrastructure, providing broad compatibility with all popular workloads, having fast and secure private networking, and having the tools to control access to all cloud resources. All right, so for number one, highly trusted global infrastructure. It's designed for high security and availability needs of the large enterprises, and it offers capabilities that restrict unauthorized access or usage without sacrificing flexibility. And it's a backup for all features. For number two, providing broad compatibility with all popular workloads, it can spin up virtual servers, hard drives, databases, networks, and more. And it easily sets up virtual servers using Linux or Windows. Number three, fast and secure private networking. It provisions a private section of the AWS cloud that you define and retain control of. It's done with simple IP networking, and cloud environment becomes an extension of your on-premises environment. It uses a standard pipe that encrypts the data when it moves from your environment to the cloud. More data creates dedicated network connection from your existing data centers to AWS, and it gives you a predictable network performance increase by bypassing the public internet. So now for number four, the tools to control access to all cloud resources. So create and manage users and integrate with your existing identity systems. It gives greater flexibility to create new apps, lower costs for existing apps, and benefit from the global infrastructure and security of AWS. Now for the actual cloud. There are cloud-based applications are fully deployed in the cloud. Applications in the cloud are created inside of the cloud, or they are migrated from an existing infrastructure to take advantage of benefits. Cloud-based applications can be built on low-level infrastructure, and it can also use higher services that provide detachment from management, architecting, and scaling goals. Now for hybrid. So this is a way to connect infrastructure and applications. It connects cloud-based resources and existing resources. A common method of hybrid deployment is to extend and grow an organization's infrastructure into the cloud while connecting the cloud resources to the internal system. And here you can run applications in both the cloud and on-premise. And you can access Amazon Web Services whenever necessary. Now for on-premise, so this is also referred to as the private cloud, and it uses virtualization and resource management tools. On-premises deployment leads to the inability to receive cloud computing benefits. It's used to provide dedicated resources, and it's typically the same as previous IT infrastructure. It uses application management and virtualization technologies to attempt to increase resource usage. Another video that you can find in the description. All right, now moving on to AWS security. So AWS infrastructure installs safeguards to protect privacy. Oh, sorry. Data is kept in highly secure data centers. It manages dozens of compliance programs, and segments of compliance have already been completed here. It has a high security without user managing in their own facility, saves money at the same time, and it scales security with your AWS cloud usage. It maintains security regardless of the cloud size. AWS Analytics Services. So these are the set of services that handle every step of the analytics process. The services are powerful, flexible, and yet simple to use, enabling organizations to put their unorganized data to work efficiently. So we have four examples here. So Elasticsearch is an open source search and analytics engine used to log analytics, real-time application monitoring, and user click analytics. Amazon Kinesis enables you to absorb, buffer, and process streaming data to find insights promptly. Amazon Redshift can ask questions and combine exabytes of organized and disorganized data across your data warehouse, operational database, and data lake using a language called Standard Query Language (SQL). Amazon Athena is an interactive question service that makes it simple to analyze data in Amazon Edge 3 using SQL. Now for AWS Compute Services. So AWS offers multiple services that can deploy, run, and scale applications as virtual servers, containers, or even code. Examples of this include Amazon EC2, which obtains service quickly and inexpensively, Amazon Lightsail, which creates a virtual private server or VPS on AWS, Amazon Elastic Container Service or ECS, which runs in Docker containers, which contain software that are in standardized unit known as containers. And these containers package everything a software needs to run, including libraries, system tools, code, and runtime. So AWS Database Services. So these are necessary databases for applications such as manage relational, non-relational, data warehouse, in-memory data store, and graph databases. For Amazon DynamoDB, it's a fast and flexible database service for any workload. You only pay for what you utilize. The key value database that delivers nearly instantaneous single digit performance and at any scale is this one. It's built to handle internet applications. It's fully managed service and it handles more than 1 trillion requests per day. Amazon Relational Database Service or RDS is relational database services with 6 well-known database engines and it can be set up to operate and scaled in a few steps. All right. Day 5, AWS Developer Tools. This is the last part of our presentation today. So this contains code and automatically creates, evaluates, and deploys applications. It's a set of services that quickly and carefully deliver software, and services store and hold control of your application source code. It's used for constant integration, continuous delivery, infrastructure as code, and monitoring. AWS Code Pipeline can create an end-to-end software release workflow using services. Continuous delivery service. It's a continuous delivery service that automates release of pipelines in order to have fast and reliable application as well as infrastructure updates. It effectively and efficiently delivers up features and updates. And for AWS Cloud Development Kit, it's an open software development structure to define your cloud application resources using known programming languages. It supplies cloud applications and can be a challenging process that requires you to perform manual actions, write custom scripts, maintain templates, or learn domain-specific languages. And the AWS CDK utilizes familiarity and expressive power of programming languages to model your applications. AWS Code Deploy is the tool that installs applications and updates servers. It lowers workload on developers and quickens releases of new products and features. The code deploy makes it simple for users to rapidly release new features, help dodge downtime during the application deployment, and deal with the complexity of updating applications. Positives of this include automated deployments, minimized downtime, centralized control, and being easy to adapt or adopt. AWS Management Tools. So these management tools allow you to provision, monitor, and set forth your cloud environment. You can maintain stable control without restricting your development speed. In AWS CloudWatch, it's a service which was built for developers, system operators, site reliability engineers, and IT managers. It provides information and insights to monitor your applications, understand and respond to system-wide performance changes, optimize resource utilization, and get an allied view of operational health. Gathers It gathers monitoring and operational data in the form of logs, metrics, and events, providing you the linked view of AWS resources, applications, and services that run on AWS and on-premises servers. For AWS CloudFormation, it provides a common language to supply important assets in the cloud. Provisions can be automated to be sent over and over again, and it models the infrastructure using a simple text file. AWS Systems Manager allows full control of the structure of AWS. It automates the tasks needed for smooth operations and it helps to guarantee security and compliance. It also detects problems quickly. Next, we have AWS Networking and Content Delivery Services. So this allows you to isolate your cloud infrastructure, scale request handling capacity, and to connect physical network to the private virtual network. The networking products would work together to meet requirements. And for elastic load balancing, it coordinates with Amazon Virtual Private Cloud to give networking and security features. It distributes application traffic among different services and handles traffic in one or multiple availability zones. It also improves scalability or adjustability of your applications. Now we have the storage services. So this is a reliable, secure, and adjustable location for your data. AWS themselves offer a wide variety of cloud storage services to support both application and archival compliance requirements. Archival requirements are the dates when things can be archived, so stored away, and they're pretty hard to get back. One can choose from different options to build the base of your cloud storage management solution. And in AWS, the different types of storage services include object storage, file storage, block storage, backup, data transfer, and edge computing and storage. All right, and this is the video. So again, that's it for today in AWS Web Services and cloud computing. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.